Hi, this is John, and I'm going to give you a virtual tour of the Running Tracks websites, and will be telling you some of its upcoming tours in which you can register and have the extraordinary experience. So let me start with as you can see, this is the home page of the Running Tracks. Okay, and Running Tracks is an adventure travel company which focuses on both the fitness activities as well as to explore the cultural and history of different societies and areas. And in order to be a part or to register in a trip with the Running Tracks, you do not need to be a athlete. So there be different activities, physical activities like hiking, biking, horseback riding, yoga, rock climbing, and trail running. So each each of the trip of Running Track has a special mission, a purpose to discover something new, things through which you can learn and grow, to learn from different societies you visit and to learn about their culture, traditions, and then to share those experiences with your friends, colleagues. And sometimes the mission can be challenging, which will make you to get out of your comfort zone or to step outside of your normal daily routine. So each of the running tracks trips will be including the different fitness activities, which will be outdoor, and then there will be comfortable accommodations, and then you will be meeting local fitness and running community as well, and you will be able to explore the culture and will be able to know more about the history of different locations, and will be able to enjoy their traditional and healthy food, and you will be getting the coaching and running if needed in case of injury or due to some other cases. And these are some of the pictures of the previous trips on different locations, as you can see. And below these are some of the reviews by the participants of the trips. So these are different locations of Europe. Okay, and the one of the upcoming trip of the running tracks is of the Tuscany, situated in Italy, and the mission of this trip is to have a run and hike for the beautiful Tuscan hills, and to bike on the wall of Lucca and find out what happens at a local race in Italy. This is the mission of this Tuscany trip. And the trip dates are, there are two options. You can participate from August 9 to 17, or on the option 2, the trip dates are from September 27 to October 5. This is a 8 days trip from Tuesday to Wednesday. And let me give you the highlights of what you will be doing during the trip. You will be having a run. You will be running a local race, and of course this will be optional, as some people don't prefer running. And then you'll be having the classes of yoga on daily basis, and you also will be able to see the Michelangelo's David in Galleria dell'Accademia, and you will be climbing the 463 steps of Duomo in order to see a spectacular view of Florence. and then you'll be staying at a remodeled 12th century estate with 10-mile panoramic views. And then there'll be a hike or running in the picturesque Tuscan countryside, and then you'll be able to enjoy the healthy Italian cuisine from local gardens and biodynamic farms, which will be and then there's a winery tour in the Chianti region, and you'll be visiting the medieval towns of Siena, Volterra, and San Gimignano, and you'll be spending a half day at the Mediterranean coast, and you'll be able to visit the Leaning Tower of Pisa and bike on the medieval wall around the city of Lucca. So, in order to start the trip, how to get there? There are two options. You can fly directly into Florence from any major Europe airport, or you can fly into Frankfurt, Munich, and Amsterdam from US or Canada. So this is one of the peak of the Florence in the from the Tuscany, and let me give you an overview of the Tuscany. It's a private Tuscan estate situated on the 750 acres, which includes the fields, hills, woods, and gardens near Volterra and San Gimignano in the province of Pisa. Okay, and the villa is surrounded by terraces, lawns, and gardens, and has a saltwater infinity pool. And the food at Big Nano is locally sourced, and it's very tasty. And accommodations are double occupancy. And let me tell you about the things which are included in the price and the trip by the company. Uh, the included things are the lodging for one night in Florence, and then lodging for 5 nights in Porco Pignano Estate, and then there's a lodging for one night in Lucca, and you'll be getting the free local transportation, and you'll be having the 3 meals per day, and there'll be a daily yoga classes and running biomechanics coaching if needed, and it will also covers the entry fee of the race and bike rental in Lucca, and vineyard tour and tours of Galleria del Accademia and Duomo. And the running tracks t-shirts are included in this package, and the things which are not included in this package are the airfare and the airport pick-off and drop-off, and the personal expenses of our gifts, snacks, something which you'll be uh, purchasing on your own, and the fees for optional half-day workshops and medical expenses in case of any emergency or injury. So let me give you a tour of the day-to-day activities which you will be doing on daily basis and on hourly basis as well. So it's a request, as you can see over there, that please arrive to Florence on Monday, the day before day one, and check into Hotel Palazzo Benzi. So you'll have a reservation in your name. So the day one will be on Tuesday. We'll be starting from Florence. On 7 a.m. there will be an optional run along the river Arno for 1 hour, and then at 9 a.m. There will be a group meetup for the breakfast, and there will be a short orientation and introductions. And on 10 a.m. there will be a walk to Galleria dell'Accademia to see Michelangelo's statue of David. And on 12 p.m. There'll be a climb. You'll be climbing the steps of Duomo in order to see the panoramic view of Florence. And from 1 to 3 a.m. you'll have the free time and lunch as well. And on 3:30 we'll depart to the villa, and on 6:30 we will have our dinner. Okay, and on day two, on Wednesdays, we will have the easy run on Tuscan Hills at 7:30 a.m. and on 9 a.m. we will have our breakfast and at 10 a.m. The tour of Pignano and free time. And we'll be having our lunch at 1 p.m. and from 2 to 5 p.m. There's an optional hike on ancient trails on the way back, and at 5:30, there will be a class of 1 hour class of yoga, and at 6:40 p.m. the sunset meditation, and at 7 p.m. the dinner will be served. So at the day three on Thursday, 7:15 a.m. there will be a optional run as well. At the breakfast will be served at 9 a.m. and on 10:30 a.m. we will depart to the Chianti. At 12 p.m. wine tour and lunch in Creve in Chianti. At 2 a.m. we will walk to the Montefiore village for panoramic views. At 5:30 p.m. there will be a yoga class, and at 6:40 p.m. the sunset meditation, and we will be having our dinner at 7 p.m. And on day 4, on Friday at 7 p.m. we will have our optional run, and at 8:30 p.m. we will have our breakfast, and at 9:30 we will depart to the Siena and lunch in Siena at Piazza del Campo. And at 3 p.m. we will drive back to Pignano. At 4 p.m. we will have the free time in order to explore our surroundings. And at 5:30 p.m. There will be a yoga class for 1 hour. At 6:40 we will have the sunset meditation, and the dinner will be served as usual at 7 p.m. And on day 5, on Saturday, uh, 7:30 we will have our yoga class. At 8:30 the breakfast will be served. At 9:30 a.m. we will depart to Siena on Mediterranean Sea, and at 11 from 11:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. we will go to the beach and have lunch and optional run in the pinewood forest, and at 7:30 the dinner will be served. And at day 6 on Sunday, we will have a light breakfast at 6:30 a.m. Then we will depart to the race at 7:15 a.m. and at 9 a.m. we will have a optional race, and at 12 p.m. we will have the over lunch, and from 1:30 to 5 p.m. There will be a free time at Big Nano, and at 5:30 p.m. there will be a easy yoga recovery class, and at 6:30 dinner in Lucca will be served. And on day 7, on Monday, 7:30 a.m. yoga class. At 9 a.m. we will have our breakfast. At 10 a.m. Volterra. It's a hike or run back of 7 miles, which is totally optional. And at 1 p.m. we will have our lunch, and then after that we will have the free time to, and then at 5:30 p.m. we will again have a yoga class, and at 6:40 p.m. we will have our meditation, and at 7 p.m. the dinner will be served as usual. And at day 7, uh, it's the at 7 a.m. We will have the optional run, and at 8:30 a breakfast, and at 9:30 we will depart to Lucca. At 11:30 a.m. we will there will be a leaning tower of Pisa. At 1 p.m. we will have our lunch in Lucca. At 2:30 p.m. Uh, we will go on the biking on the wall of Lucca, and 4 p.m. we will check into hotel in Lucca, and after that we will have the free time, and at 7 p.m. final dinner with the group farewells and evaluations will be served. And at day 9, Wednesday 7 a.m. breakfast at hotel, and we will depart to Lucca. At 8:30 a.m. drop off in the Florence or the airport. So that's the detailed 7 to 8 days schedule of what we'll be doing during the Tuscany tour, Italy, and let me see. So these are some of the beautiful pictures of the Tuscany. As you can see, this is the view of Duomo, Tuscany, in Florence, and this is a river Arno. And let me show you some of the different beautiful pictures. And this one is my favorite. It's a Porco Pignano. It's a view from the pool. As you can see, this is and this one is a view of La Fonte Villa from across the pond. And these are all the pictures from the Tuscany. And as you can see, this is the chef, Lenny the chef from the New York, and this is a tour of organic gardens. And these are some of the other pictures, like these people have having dinner at the villa. And this is the courtyard at Pignano, and this is the view of the pine wood forest in Siena Mare. So you will be visiting all those beautiful places during your 7 to 8 days. And this is Siena, and this is a picture, a beautiful picture from the Mediterranean beach. And let me show you some of the more pictures. Okay, I think the pictures are about to end. And if you check on the right side of the pictures, you will be able to see again these watch or see the daily routine on the hourly basis of what will be the activities. So from the and in order to register for this uh, upcoming tour, this is a stepwise steps which you have to follow. The first one is to fill out the registration form above below, which I'll be showing you in a while. And then you have to, after submitting the filling out the registration form, you will be depositing. You have to deposit an advance amount for the full of payment. So you will receive an email invoice with a payment link once your registration form is submitted. Deposit is required to reserve your spot, and the step three is to you'll be getting the confirmation email before you make any air flight arrangements. So and then you will get the confirmation email, which will be sent to you once they have required minimum number of participants for the trip, and the email will contain the detailed itinerary of your running tour and the recommended air travel to the destinations which are which will be more suitable, and the recommended places to stay before the beginning of the tour, and the tips for the travelers, and the suggestions for the packing list, and the liability release, and the policies by the company that must be signed and returned to the running tracks. And this is a registration form in which the information which is required is the first name, and then the last name, and your email address, your street address, city, the state and the zip postal code, the country in which you are residing, and your home phone number, your gender, date of birth, month, date of birth, date of birth, year, and the retreat and trip dates for multiple date options, and the accommodation preference if you have any preference, and the yoga experience, and the hiking experience, and the running experience, which will help us to make your trip more luxurious and exciting, and your medical history if you have any disease or any heart problem like that, and the emergency contact number, and your t-shirt size, and then these are the optional questions like how did you hear about this company, and the previous running track retreats, and the additional information if you want them to know, and then there's a code which you'll add, and then you can register from there. And if you have any more queries, so you can directly call this number, which is 781-296-6249. And if you want to write the running tracks, you can email them on slava slava at the rate of runningtracks.com, runningtreks.com. And if you want to send them a message, you can type your first name, last name, email address, and your question and comments, and you can submit over there, and the team of running tracks will get back to you shortly. So this is a overview of the running track about what are about their different trips to the Europe, and one of their upcoming trip is the Tuscany, and I have shown you the beautiful pictures of the trips of different places, and I have gave you an overview of the 7 days of the daily activities which will be doing over there, and I have given you the shown you the registration steps, so which are very easy to follow. And if you have, and I have told you about the contact information. If you have any queries, suggestions, or complaints, or is any other issue, so you can directly call on this given number, or email on this address, or send the message by filling this form. So our team and their team will be get back to you shortly.